Hello everybody, welcome to my channel once again, Live Beyond Vision. My name is Diego, and I thought of making this video to share with you guys the story behind this trophy right here. Since it's the one that come out in my intro cleaning and all. I have, well, those other trophies, and I have a few other medals from like soccer that that I received from when I was younger. Not all of them are like championship trophies or first place trophies. Some of them are participation trophies from like when I was like maybe 9 or 10. But I do know that this one right here is for first place that we got in the indoor season. I believe it was when I was 12 years old or 11 years old in 2003-2004 indoor season. It's funny, I still have the tendency to look at things even though I can't see. So like right here it says, you know, probably indoor 2003-2004, but I can't see it. Although I still look down and do this like seeing gesture. So anyways, so there's that. Some of these other ones, I do know one of those other ones is also a second place one, but the other two are probably just participation trophies. And I know I have another medal that's a sub champion, so we got second place that time too. But anyways, the main story here, like I said, is about this trophy right here. But before we get there, I should introduce a little bit about the team I was in at the time, right? Or a little bit about me when I was younger. As I mentioned before, you know, like soccer is my thing, right? So I've always been playing soccer ever since I was very little. And I believe I started playing maybe since I was 7 or 8 in soccer leagues, maybe, yeah. But the main team that I was in was called Monarcas. And I believe I was there from maybe when I was 9 up to when I was 12. With that team, we won this one right here. As well as I think it was a really good team. We made it to the finals 3 times in a row. We lost 2 and we won 1. But I played defense at the time, and actually all the teams I joined, I would always join as a defense. Even though another position that I really liked was goalie, but usually in those teams you only need 1 goalie, right? So a lot of times I was either the sub goalie too, or I would just, you know, enjoy playing goalie when we did scrimmage games, or if the other goalie got injured during the game and they needed an extra goalie, I would go in. But I was never like the main goalie. And so in the summer of 2004, when the season was about to start, it was the first game, and I was there with my dad. My dad would always go see me. My dad would always go to all my games. And I remember that the coach came up to me and he was like, "Hey Diego, do you have your goalie gloves?" He said that because I would always carry my goalie gloves with me because I always, like I said, I enjoy playing goalie, so I always had them with me. And I thought at the time that he needed the goalie gloves to give them to the other goalie, or, you know, because the other goalie might have forgotten his gloves or something. But he was actually like, no. He's like, it turns out that the other goalie, his name was Lewis. He's like, Lewis actually, he fractured his arm during the weekend, so he won't be able to play for some time. And so then he was like, and so I was thinking, if you want to be goalie, you know, the opportunity is all yours. Since I know how much you've been, you know, wanting to be goalie. So at that time I was kind of like, oh shit. I'm like, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Like I was a little anxious because I was like, man, you know, I haven't really been goalie, right? And then to start off the season. So, you know, my dad was there. My dad was like, hey, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. So, you know, why not take it? You know, just go out there and do your best. So I remember I got put on my gloves and they gave me a different shirt because I had the team shirt. So they gave me like this white shirt and whatnot. So I go out there and I played one of my best games ever. I stopped a penalty shot and I defended a 1-goal lead the whole game. So I made a lot of good stops. So I was hyped when the game finished. I was like, man, you know, this was amazing. Like my teammates were like, yeah, you know, you did a good job. The coach saw how happy I was and excited. And then so he was able to like bring me back down. He's like, you know, you did a good job, but we got to practice, right? And so he's like, all right, you know, I was thinking, you know, we might have needed another goalie, but from what I see, I know that you're going to work hard. And so he's like, we're just going to keep you as the goalie for the rest of the season until Lewis comes back. He's like, or maybe even until, you know, the season ends, since you know, depending how it's going. And so I was excited. I was super excited. And so we made it all the way to the finals. Like Lewis, the other goalie, was able to come in maybe a little bit after halfway in the season, but he was, you know, the goal. The coach was like, Diego, you brought us this far, you're gonna stay in the goal. So I stayed in the goal, and we made it to the finals, as I mentioned. And so once in the final, we were tied 0-0 in the first half, and it was against the same guys we had beaten that winter season, the year or the winter season before, right? So in 2003, 2004. So it's the second half and everything's going well. We're 0-0. And then all of a sudden, one of the forwards from the other team breaks through the defense and it's just me against the forward and he scores on me. So he scores on me and we lose. So we lose the game. We lost 1-0. You know, I wasn't devastated, but I was super sad, you know, because being a goalie, you know, I realized like how difficult it is, right? Because like you're the last man. A lot of times you think it's your fault, you know, because you're the last person, right? Especially when you lose 1-0, right? It's like, oh my God, you know, if I would have done something different. So I'm walking to my car with my dad and I'm all sad and, you know, my dad's trying to like motivate me, you know, give me encouraging words and just tell me like, you know what, you tried your best, you did, you know, everything you could. It's a team effort, you know, your team had to score too. It's not just all on you. When all of a sudden one of the league guys comes running towards us and he's like, hey, you know, are you Diego? And I'm like, yeah. And then he was like, we have a trophy for you. And I was like, why? You know, like we lost, you know, I don't know if you know that we lost. And because at that time, you know, I knew second place didn't get any trophies or anything, for whatever reason in that league. So he's like, no, he's like, there's a trophy with your name on it, you know, come over to the table. So I get to the table and they hand me this trophy. And then I receive it and I'm like, you know, what is it for? You know, because I, you know, I mean, at the time I could see, but I didn't read it yet. So when they give it to me, they're like, Diego, you were the least scored goalie in the league. And I was like, what? You know, it turns out that they only scored me about six or seven goals. And then, well, I guess that extra one, including the one of the one where we lost. But you know, it was something that I was like, wow, you know, like I wasn't even counting the goals I had been scored on or any of that. You know, I was just concentrating on my game, on being goalie, on, you know, having fun. And so receiving this, you know, was just extra. But, you know, it's one of my biggest accomplishments because, you know, I wasn't supposed to be goalie. You know, I took the goalie position from somebody else. Yeah, fortunately he was injured, but still, you know, like, you know, I worked really hard. Yes, we lost in the final. And sadly, none of the other players got a trophy, but I was super happy with this. Until this day, like this trophy still makes me smile, and you know, it's one of my, I guess, most valuable possessions that I have because, you know, it was a time where, you know, I took an opportunity, I worked hard, and, you know, without even knowing I was going to receive something, I did, you know, other than, I mean, if we would have won first place, but unfortunately we didn't. And, you know, that just, you know, it was like, I could say it's like kind of like a life lesson, right? You know, the opportunity arose and I could have said yes or no. You know, I could have let my fear in terms of like, you know, man, I haven't really been goalie, you know, there's so much pressure, but I took it, right? I took it and I went straight through it. I followed through and, you know, at the end, I ended up receiving an award. So, you know, very special for me. And, you know, it's just one of many, many stories or many, many soccer memories that I have. I believe the second year we ended up getting second place again with the same team. And then after that, I went to a different team. But anyways, that's the story behind this trophy right here. And I'm curious, you know, do you guys have anything from your childhood that's very valuable to you, whether it's a medal, an award, or something that you might say like, you know, because this one's from when I was 12 years old. I believe it says U12, 2004. So, you know, it's something from a long time. You know, I'm 25 years old and I still, you know, have value in this, you know, even though it's, you know, you could say it's a piece of plastic. But it's a really nice trophy. So, but anyways, that's the story behind this trophy right here. If you guys haven't checked out my other video where I talk about my soccer shoes, you guys should. But that's what I have for this video, and I will have another video for you guys soon.